Let's set some Bitcoin buy levels. Let's go. What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel, Finance on Fire, where we talk all things early retirement. If you didn't know, me and Wifey are on a 10-year early retirement plan. We're in year 2 of 10. We have a lot of videos about investments, mainly stock investments. We'll probably go through some in-depth syndication investments soon. Today, let's talk about some crypto investments and some targets I'm looking to enter Bitcoin into. Really what I'm doing is documenting my journey. I'm no expert at all. However, I have some results after 2 years and it's been a fun ride so far. Really want to share with you guys how really building your fire nest egg will give you a lot of confidence, and I hope you go out there and make content yourself. Okay, if you're watching this in June 2021, you would know that Bitcoin has a little dip right now, little meaning about 43% from the top. However, little in context to the whole picture because Bitcoin's experienced 90% dips before. I've been through that from 2017 or 2018 to about 2021. So I had a 3-year dip that I've been through. This 43% dip is really nothing. It can get a lot lower real quickly. With the little bit of technical analysis that I know, we can see that Bitcoin's bounced fairly well between this 0.618 fib level, which I've set from the breakout to the top. It's consolidating well between these two levels. Personally, I'm gonna look to enter in a little bit above the 31,000 mark, which I've set my previous support at. If it breaks down below 31,000 to 20,000, no problem. I'll probably have an entrance in at 20,000 as well. If it goes down between 20,000, I'll slowly dollar cost average from there as well. Really, I'm dollar cost averaging every month. However, for me, it took me about 15 months to fulfill one full Bitcoin. So I can't wait 15 months. Well, I actually could wait 15 months, but however, I do want some practice with fundamental and technical analysis with crypto because there's no ETFs yet. Once there's an ETF, not going to do any more analysis, just going to dollar cost average all the way in. Let me take a step back there. That means I'm going to dollar cost average into the entire ETF, which can get all the big cap, small cap cryptos. Right now, I'm just dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin, which I am doing. However, I do want to practice because I believe investment knowledge is good for you long term. From October to now, we really did have sort of a parabolic move up and a breakdown of 43%. Now, this is an elevator down, but I've seen elevators that go way steeper than this. We draw the fib from October. It's still bouncing between the core areas. So the dip usually bounces between 0.3 and 0.6 and fluctuates from there. Or so I'm told. So we can really move this fib around. Let's say it broke out like you believed it broke out November or December time. It's still respecting that level pretty well. Yeah, if I match it up to October, it matches up to these previous support levels, these lines that I've drawn from long ago. I believe this is the previous all-time high at 20,000. And then this is just the most recent support at 31,000, where it's hit like, 4 or 5 times. It could hit a couple more times and then break down. We've seen that happen before, but you know what? I'm a little bit bullish. I think this can come back up around December or January. If it doesn't come back up between December or January, that's okay. We're just going to continue dollar cost averaging. What I'm gonna do now is just practice technical analysis and practice fundamental analysis and practice just overall in general. Bitcoin's just gonna do whatever it wants to do, chop around on news, on whale movements. There's probably a lot more movement from whales or manipulation from companies and funds now that there's bigger players in the game. They could just really move the needle. Movement's definitely not gonna come from traditional retail investors getting in because they just got wrecked. And when I mean wrecked, I mean like they were all buying up here and got their face ripped off because Bitcoin dropped 43%, but most alts dropped 50% to 70%. And that's not the end of it. It could probably drop even more. Looks like support's at 31,000. I probably set my buy about 32, 33,000, a little bit above these, I wouldn't call them flash crashes, but the lowest of the lows. You really can't catch the bottom unless you're an expert. I'm no expert. So I'm just gonna put a limit order around $32,000, $33,000. Let's split it in the middle and say 32,750. Let's do a small test of about 1,000 UST. Put the buy order in. There you have it. I have successfully placed the order. As you can see there, limit order $32,750 will net me about 0.03 BTC. Personally, I need about 0.34 BTC to get a whole coin. So this is about 10% of the way there. I have some BTC, I have some ETH, and yes, I have some Hex, some BAT. Flow is down a lot. I probably want to enter into that, but the chart's not looking good at all. Let's take a look at the chart. As you can see, flow has not found a bottom yet at all. It just keeps on getting lower until it goes sideways. We're not really looking for a position to enter into. Same thing with BAT. BAT really hasn't gone sideways yet. It's just continuous downward momentum. It can definitely have a lot more risk there, so not entering that as well. BNB had a dead cat bounce and rolled over, making a lower high here. We're going to continue looking until it goes sideways a little bit more. We need a little bit more confirmation. WAX is starting to go sideways. Let's see if it holds this line or it breaks down. All in all, the alts look pretty much all the same. It has a lot of upside, but it also has a ton of downside. So we're just going to keep on watching it until the big boy Mac Daddy Bitcoin makes a move. That's it for me today, folks. I just wanted to set some BTC entrance points on top of my dollar cost averaging. Hopefully we'll do this every week. Maybe we'll find some entries into different coins as well. But eventually, good, bad, down, up, price of Bitcoin, we're going to get to 1 Bitcoin, and that's the goal. We're going to get there. Overall, crypto was 10% of my portfolio allocation, and it ballooned up to 27%. I'm going to keep it there. I'm not going to rebalance because I believe in the space. I believe, if you check out my last video, it's revolutionizing the world. I liken it to the dot-com boom. It just hasn't matured yet. Give it 10 years, give it 20 years. We'll get there. Who's going to be the Apple? Who's going to be Google? Who knows? It probably hasn't even been developed yet. I just did our mid-year review, so you can check out my actual numbers down on link below. We've definitely done a stock breakdown. I really haven't done an in-depth crypto breakdown yet, but you know what? Crypto's so volatile. Who wants to really break that down besides, you know, having Bitcoin and maybe some Ethereum in your allocations? That's all you need to know. Next video, I'll talk about my real estate syndications and the returns that I've been getting there. Make sure you subscribe and follow along as I break those numbers down. Real estate has definitely been the most lucrative return for me as a silent investor. Next up, what I want to do is get more involved as an active investor, utilize my time, utilize my blood, sweat, and tears so I can really move the needle a lot faster. Thank you guys so much for joining my journey. If you haven't subscribed, commented, or liked yet, or hit the notification bell for that matter, please do so. I'm going to come at you just documenting what's going on in real time so you can follow along our journey. Hopefully you can learn a thing for two for you, your future wifey, your partner, significant other, whatever it is, so that you can retire early as well. Thank you guys so much for following me in my journey. Stay healthy, stay fired. Catch you on the next one. Peace.